But before we get to that, I suppose, and I wish Dan was here because he's played Borderlands 4.
Yeah.
And I haven't really talked with him too much about what he likes or dislikes about it. But he has told me he has had performance issues with the game on PS5. But the game is disastrous on PC for most people. There's no easy way to say it. Like it's a game that needs a patch. I do believe at the time of us recording this, they did put out a patch on the 18th. I don't know if that's improved things. I did see that it went from mostly negative to mixed on Steam reviews.
I just hate this fucking thing. Why are we patching games that come out like it's
but
here's
the issue is Randy Pitchford, who, you know,
is a piece of trash.
I don't. Is he the CEO of Gearbox? Whatever. He's like the head figure of Gearbox. He has lost it on Twitter in the last week. Every day, I would send Dan a text of like, here's like the new Randy Cope has dropped, and it's like this thing or that thing. It's gone from like trying to tech support people that are bitching about the game online. He talked about like turning the fog element of the game off, which is not an option. So I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah, he's the CEO of Gearbox.
Okay, he was promptly put down about that on Twitter. Like, there's no fog option, dude. Like, what are you talking about? This game runs bad on a 5090. Like, how is that possible? So there was one point where people were talking about why isn't this game better optimized, right? Like there was somebody pointed out there was a survey done in August that 72% of people that play on Steam have video cards that are not in the 40 series even. Yeah. And it's like, so why are we making games that require a higher thing when people can't really afford that right now? Because video cards, I don't know if you've looked, like they're outrageous. Like even when I bought the 4070 last year, it would have been like a year and a half ago. It was too much then. I don't even know what it's like today, but at the time it was like $600. So that was bonus time, buddy. Yeah. Well, I also bought that in the hopes of like the next year. I was like, oh, this coming spring, I'll build my new PC. I'll do it early. So usually I'm on like a 7-year cycle, but I was like, I'll do it. It's been 5 years, whatever. And then we got to, 2025 and I looked at it, was like, boy, these prices are not great for all these other components I need. I guess I'll put it off for another year. And I've been looking at it now. Like, am I going to do this in March of 2026? I don't know.
No,
I don't know yet.
Just tell yourself no.
The problem I'm running into is the motherboard I have on this PC that I use now cannot support Windows 11. So for whatever reason, there's some, I'm not going to get into the technical aspects of it, but there's a specific thing where certain motherboards are missing something that's required for it. And I'm like, okay, I guess I can't get Windows 11. So now I'm not going to have any more updates on, so I probably should build a new PC and do that, but we'll see. I'm going to see what the prices are in March when it's bonus time.
Talking about that, a weird thing, and this is just weird in general. So my PC won't support Bluetooth anymore. Like, period. Point blank.
Was there like a Windows update where it's just like, nah, never mind?
Yeah. That's
crazy.
Dude, I went through like a mad crazy moment where like for like literally an entire week, I was like
trying to figure out
forums, trying to figure out what's up. And they're like, download the drivers, uninstall them, reinstall them, try this patch, do this. And I literally did everything. And I stumbled upon one, and it was just like, I put my model of my PC in it, and they were like, oh yeah, it no longer supports Bluetooth. And I was like,
why would you take that support away?
Why? Like, what the fuck?
That's so weird.
Like,
yeah.
This is so stupid. So, like...
So, I have this thing, which will not play on the audio portion of this podcast, but I have that Xbox controller adapter that I bought years ago that works with Xbox Series controllers and One controllers, whatever. And I still use that. So, I have Bluetooth on my motherboard, but it's spotty. Is what I would say. Like sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. And I just was like, I'll just continue to use that when I do use a controller. So I've just used that and it's fine. Or like if it's like a retro game, then I plug in the USB and I use this thing. So, which is good for that.
So I have this controller.
Okay.
And it is
Is that one of those 8-bit do? Oh, no. That's, what is it?
A gully kit.
Okay.
Is what it's called. I got it from a guy that I buy a lot of stuff off of, like a lot of retro stuff. And he was like, hey, man, I have this controller that works for like, it does. It works for like Switch and Android and the PCs and all that stuff.
You
like,
could
there's
probably
a bunch of
connect that with like a Steam Deck too, if you're like docking a Steam Deck. Yeah.
However, like I said, that used to work Bluetoothly, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. So now it's just corded at this point. But I'm just like, that's so stupid.
That's a very dumb thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But back on to Randy Pitchford. Now
this moron.
He's gone off more and more. I didn't put it in the documents here, but like some people think that they found like a burner account where he's like going off even more on people about it. One of the very dumbest things, and it is true. I watched Digital Foundry test this. One of his suggestions was in a certain area of the game, and you get further into it, after you play for like an hour, it actually like deteriorates the performance of that session. So the only way to clear that would be to quit to the main menu and then load your game back. Jeez. And then it runs perfectly fine. But are you going to do that when you're playing with 4 people? I wouldn't want to do that every hour. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's a disaster. I don't know. And I looked at the kind of thing I look at it as like, I'm sure out of the gate that first week, we don't know what sales are yet, but I'm sure it did well. Like, it's Borderlands. People are going to buy it. I will say this, like last weekend, I went down to a prominent college town near me to go shopping in a guitar store, but we also went to a comic book store as well. A lot of college kids walking around. Every fucking store I went into the guitar store, I went to the comic book store, and I went into like a tabletop like Warhammer store.
Yeah, okay.
Every single store I went into, there were people talking about, hey, are we playing Borderlands tonight? So it's doing well. Like I'm hearing people on the streets talk about it is what I would say. So like people are definitely into it. So a couple months ago when we kind of trashed Borderlands and we were like, I will take the L on that. Like,
where we got in trouble?
People clearly still like Borderlands. I'm just one of those people that think it hasn't. For me, I'm not interested. I don't think it's evolved in the way that I want it to. So, But then on top of it, you have this fucking idiot on Twitter going off about like things that he clearly knows nothing about. Like there was one too where he's like, if it's so easy, then just build your own engine or something. I'm like, Take-Two needs to tell this guy, stop talking on Twitter. Like you're taking
just a
this
big
game.
Idiot, man.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I guess again, we'll hear about Borderlands the next time we record because Dan will talk about. I'm sure he'll have played more of it then. Yeah. But he had told me when I had spoke a little bit about. Like I said, he didn't tell me if he liked the game. And the one thing I will say is like the people that are playing the game seem like they actually like the game when it does work, and that makes it worse. So because if it was one thing is like if you bought it and you just played it a little bit, it runs like garbage, but also you're like, I don't really like this. That really sucks. But it makes it worse when it's a game you're actually actively enjoying and it has terrible performance. Yeah. That would piss me off too. So